You said you wanted success. You visualize the clients, the freedom, the launch that finally lands. So why do you disappear the moment it gets close? You tweak the offer, rework the branding. But the truth is, you've already flinched. Not publicly, but subconsciously. And by the time the buyer clicks the link, you've already decided this is too much to hold. You think you procrastinated. You didn't. You think you lost momentum. You didn't. Your nervous system ran a safety scan, and the version of you that success requires triggered every alarm. The one who charges more, the one who claims space, the one who lets people see her. That version is too exposed, too powerful, too dangerous. To the part of you still surviving on overgiving and approval. You built your business with your trauma tools. You learned to over-deliver, to predict needs, to absorb client chaos. And it worked. You became valuable, trusted, booked out. But that version of your business was built on proving your worth by bleeding for it. So when success shows up, clean, full price, easy, your system doesn't celebrate. It panics. Because this sale doesn't match the self you trained it to expect. So it sabotages the match. This isn't fear of rejection. This is fear of receipt. You don't doubt that someone will say yes. You doubt you'll survive what comes after. Because once they buy, you belong to the version of you they saw. And if that version isn't rooted in truth, you'll start bracing for the collapse. That's why you burn the launch early. That's why you add 10 bonuses. That's why you disappear after you post the price. Not because you're lazy, but because you're loyal to the self that thinks being chosen equals being consumed. So you're not sabotaging. You're scanning. You're not stuck. You're split. Part of you wants growth. The other part wants to make sure you don't get eaten alive by it. So you stall. You rebrand. You redo the offer again. And when you do make the sale, you shrink yourself inside of it. You overgive. You overcompensate. You start planning the refund before they ask. But what if that isn't fear? What if that's truth? What if your nervous system doesn't trust your offer because it doesn't trust the identity you're selling it from. This is the shadow sale, the unspoken contract where you ask for clients and secretly hope they don't say yes. Not because you're not ready, but because you've never seen a version of success that didn't cost you something sacred. That is not failure. That's protection. But now you get to write a new contract. One where receiving doesn't equal collapse. Where success doesn't mean disappearing. Where the real you, not the armored one, gets paid. I cracked the code. And if this file stung, good. That means it found you.